Thanks for watching the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. We're here with all the news of the Montgomery County Council for this second week in September. And the council has returned to regular business after its summer recess and moved right into the introduction of two measures that would expand the county's bike share program. The first would allow transportation impact tax funds to be used to help fund bike sharing stations, and the second would make it easier for private property owners to install bike sharing facilities.
Currently, they are required to go back to the planning board for a site plan amendment if they want to add a bike sharing facility. Well, we don't want to put them through that costly and time-consuming hoops. So we're saying, no, you don't have to do that if you want to do a bike sharing facility. And secondly, we have transportation impact fees that are currently available for a lot of things, including bike lockers, but they're not available for bike sharing. So we said, no, let's include bike sharing stations as part of what our transportation impact fees can be used for. So it's just to continue to push to create a culture in Montgomery County that is supportive of much more biking for our health and for congestion.
It's going to get kind of interesting out there, but I think it's all for the best because people are really beginning to use bicycles as an alternative for their transportation mode.
The council has officially filed its comments regarding the performance of Pepco after the severe storms of June 29th that left thousands without power for several days. This after yet another storm this past weekend caused more power outages for residents and businesses.
Part of what the county is saying is, one, obviously the reliability in our county is simply not okay. Two, that Pepco's staffing is way too thin. And three, that it isn't clear that Pepco allocated the limited staff they did have in proportion to the damage that was done to our county. That more of their crews may have been allocated to the District of Columbia, where they are separately regulated and therefore have a financial interest in making District of Columbia happy, and in Prince George's County, where they are very strong politically. So one of the things that we're putting before the commission is to make sure that Pepco allocates its crews directly in proportion to where the damage occurs.
Also this week, an update on the county's red light and speed camera programs. Research done since the inception of both programs indicates there are fewer collisions and reduced traffic speeds on county roads where the cameras are placed. Councilmember Phil Andrews chairs the Public Safety Committee. He says safety, not money, has always been the main goal of the program.
We've done studies that show that where you have red light cameras and where you have speed cameras, we have a reduction in crashes. And that's why they're put there, is because we have evidence that there's unsafe driving, too many collisions, schools nearby, pedestrians in large numbers, and that's where the county has concentrated the speed cameras, and we've concentrated the red light cameras in intersections where there's a history of red light running and collisions. And what we've seen is a significant reduction in collisions, which means that they're working to slow traffic down.
And finally, recognition of the 50th anniversary of two county high schools. Both Einstein and Whitman High Schools were recognized at the council session by two special graduates of Einstein High, council members Phil Andrews and Mark Elrich.
Anniversary dates are significant because you remember especially significant for alumni, and this school would not be what it is if it wasn't for the interaction between the staff, the students, the parents, and county council.
Councilmember Elrich is a member of the class of 1967 of Einstein High School. I'm a member of the class of 1977, and we're very pleased to help recognize this milestone. The legendary guidance counselor, Joe Monte, who has been at Einstein for every day of its 50 years, who as a teacher and legendary guidance counselor has been the sole link to all 50 years of a high school that has long been the cornerstone of the local community.
We are fulfilling the dream of what a public comprehensive high school should be. Once a Titan, always a Titan.
Thanks.
You have two here.
Well, that does it for this edition of the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. Thanks for tuning in.